this might be the lowest horsepower ZL1 to run 9s.
That is loud.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video, and a video that you guys have been wanting, and that is seeing what this car is gonna do on the dyno. We are finally going back to the dyno. It's nice, cool, fresh weather, and of course, like for all our dyno videos, we are going to be going to excessive racing engines. Now, before we get to the video, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to each and every one of you guys that is part of the Speed Squadron. Like I mentioned last video, we have the community now here called the Speed Squadron, and these are the guys that subscribe to the channel, that like the videos, and have those notification bells on. So if you'd like to become a part of the Speed Squadron, consider hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of our videos. Now, today we are taking this car to the dyno, and for those of you guys that are kind of paying attention, the car is back on the stocks. Put the front and rear stocks. Of course, we have the Nitto NT555 R2s on this car in the 305s, and basically everything is back to original, guys. I even put in the passenger seats. If you guys know anything about dynos, drag packs do rob it of power, and because we're trying to do apples to apples comparisons, we need to put these tires back on because those are the ones that we use on the last dyno video to see the gains from the headers. We have the 2-inch headers, and unfortunately are running just E38 because of course the fuel supply is not adequate with the stock fuel system to run all that E. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, link in the description below, I did post a picture of this thing and asked you guys to go ahead and guess the number, the horsepower number for the car, and whoever gets the closest or guesses that number, I am going to be giving them a prize, and that is going to be either this awesome JLS New Era cap or this JLS Shield logo t-shirt. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me. I do post stuff there so you guys can get some stuff, and hopefully one of you guys guesses the right number. So with that being said, guys, the car is ready to go. Remember, we've already hit a 9.9 with this car without the passenger seat on the drag pack as it sits. Like always, back at excessive, getting the ZL1 ready to put on the dyno. Comment down below, what do you guys think it's gonna put down? Already got people on Instagram putting the guesses, but I want to see what you think. Check out what they work on here, guys. This is a sick color. Got that like army green, powder coat everything. Yeah. Even got the wheels to match with the army green. Sick setup here. Yeah, if you guys ever need to get work done, honestly, Excessive is one of the best places to get your work done. They handle and do a lot of Camaros and Vets, as you guys can see here. So anyways, let's go see what this thing's gonna put down. Got all kinds of stuff going on here, guys. Pro Chargers, Pro Charger, Pro Charger. They do a lot of Pro Chargers, and who would blame you? I mean, you get the intercooler and that big blow-off valve that makes crazy awesome noises. Yeah. Anyways, they're strapping this thing in, so let's see what it'll do. Looks like we got the RPM working now too, so we should be able to see some torque numbers as well. 663. Wow, okay. Did not expect that, but I think we're seeing some issues here, guys. I don't know if you guys saw, started smoking a little bit there at the end, so gonna have to see what that's all about. All right, so came back under here and I'm not seeing anything down here, so the smoke sometimes could be coming off of these headers, guys. They are ceramic coated. That's the only thing I can think of, but no oil, no nothing, so we're good to go down here. Trying to check all our little spots here. Looks like we're good to go. So all right, guys, so the smoke, everything checks out. We're good to go there. It could have just been, I did take this thing to the dealership to get the oil change, and because we have this AN fill line here, they probably spilled some over when they were trying to fill in there. But in any case, 663.5, and then the torque we did have, if you saw in the video, the ground plug just fly off, so it spiked. Now I don't know exactly the numbers from the last dyno run, but we'll pull it up at the end of this when we finally do the cool down run to see the true differences and gains. Let it cool down with the bag of ice, and we'll see where we're at now. Again, 6-gear pull, and then hopefully the sensor doesn't just shoot out of nowhere and we got a nice clean pull this time. A much smoother curve there, guys, and well, we saw 663 last time, but we had a spike up here at the end, and right now, guys, we're only 590 at the wheels and 602 torque, so the torque curve actually worked pretty well. That is very surprising, because if I'm not mistaken, when we brought it back last time without the headers, it actually put down 592, give or take. So yeah, this thing is pretty hot, but there you have it. It's only making 590. I would be lying to you guys if I said that was a little disappointing for me, but I mean, the dynos don't lie, guys. That's where we're at today. We're gonna go ahead and do another one right back to back. So we got 590, and right now we'll go ahead and, after this second pull, show you guys the effects of heat soaking. We'll go back and look and compare this curve versus the one without the headers, and kind of try to see where we're seeing the gains on this thing. So you can see very repeatable, pretty much identical graphs, guys. Made 3 horsepower less. So I mean, the engine's probably heat soaked, supercharger's probably heat soaked, so we're only seeing 590. So maybe it might have gone in a really cool down situation to about the low 600s, but I mean, it is what it is. This is what we're seeing. This might be the lowest horsepower ZL1 to run 9s. Here we've got 3 runs. The red one is the previous just E60 with the Rotofab intake and the tune. The blue one is our highest 590 run now with the headers on E38. So I mean, you look at all 3 of these, the green one being the back-to-back run where it made 587. I mean, they're basically overlapping each other, and you can see right there it made 411, 423, 423. So it down low it made like another 10 pounds more. You see here the blue and green were about 10 horsepower more than the previous non-header side. So on the low side, that escape of no cats really is helping it. I mean, you got 365, 358, and across the board it's gaining on this lower RPM range, 423 versus 411. So basically you're seeing almost 12 horsepower gain there, but at the peak it starts narrowing out, and you see it actually is making a little bit more power on E60. So that just goes to show, guys, fuel is a key factor. So what did the car make with the headers? Well, unfortunately it only made 590. So I'm gonna have to go through the comments and look at all that and see who the winner is, but only 590, and that goes to show we need to upgrade that E content. Well, there you have it, guys. What do you think of the horsepower and dyno that it made, guys? Are you guys surprised at all that doing the headers really didn't gain any power in the top end? I have some theories that I'm gonna tell you guys right now about why I think it made what it made. And the first things first, guys, today is about 70 degrees. It's not really cold, and when you do headers, you are relieving some back pressure, which means you're probably down on boost. Now, we didn't put the data log or do anything like that, so we don't really know how much boost it's running, but if I had to guess, it's probably down about 1.5 pounds to maybe 2 pounds of boost with the free exhaust, no cats. So 1 or 2 pounds of boost makes a big difference. And on top of that, we are running way less E than we were before. We were running E60 before without the headers. We're now running E38, so obviously not running the same amount of timing. So less boost, less timing. Of course, it's not gonna make the gains that we expect. So am I disappointed with the numbers? Yes. Am I sad, or am I scared that it didn't make enough power? No, because as you guys saw, it already proved itself at the track. It made more power at the track, and you can see by the mile per hour and the times that it ran. Now, when it did run its 9, it was very cold, extremely cold, so it was probably running an extra pound or 2 of boost versus today, which is where you see those gains. So what do we have to do, guys? Well, before we can come bring it back to excessive to see what it makes, we need to do that DSX oxide low side pump so that we can bump up the E content to bring up our timing. And 2, we need to try that bell mouth that, if you guys have been following me on Instagram, check it out. Brett over at Pay Performance, the genius mastermind that does all kinds of testing and hands down one of the top LT tuners, created this bell mouth for the Rotofab, which should help increase the airflow, meaning more boost. So without touching the pulleys, without touching that, hopefully the bell mouth will allow us to increase the boost pressure a little bit, and the aux pump will help us increase the E content to increase the timing. And those 2 combinations should get us that increase in power and gains that we're expecting from this header install. But anyways, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Huge shout out and thanks to Excessive Racing for letting us use their dyno. Always hit them up for any of your LT needs. They are amazing to work with and will really take care of your car. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.